on the Wonderful World of Odyssey podcast page.
Hello.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has been. It's been a while. Yes.
I think the last episode was Chris Anthony.
It might have been when we were all together. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I've talked to Bree a few times on here. It's been a while.
Have you talked to Stephanie in a while on here?
No. Just to the app.
What have you thought about the new album so far?
So I'm going to give like a real review once it's complete. I'm assuming they are doing 12 episodes because there's 9 now. But I'll go more in depth in my review as far as like maybe reviewing each episode and then giving a grade to the overall album. But for right now, I guess I can say I give the new album 81 a C- right now. C-.
Because of the story plot?
Yeah, well, it's not Odyssey's best, so it's been a little disappointing for me. I know there's a lot of people that really enjoy it, but I've been disappointed by most episodes for the most part, and then there's episodes that are just kind of blah, one-offs that I probably won't ever listen to again because I don't care. It is what it is. Also, I guess I'm kind of like I've seen a few posts where I've been a little let down when it was 2 years ago when the announcement was first made about everything going digital that they were going to kind of lead into a really good story arc.
Yeah, I thought it was the chairman
and stuff like that. And they could look honestly. I believe that's still coming, and the more time they take on it, the better, because I think it'll be really good. But I thought maybe the end of album 80 was going to lead into something different. Just wasn't. So this album is just your average Odyssey. The one thing I will say though, if they do end it with a 12 episode album, that's a huge plus for me because I'm like, I missed the 12 episode album.
Me too. I was about to say that.
But I do have issues with certain episodes and how they're written. Like, I won't go into detail, but like my biggest, probably the episode I have the biggest problem with is Now Hiring.
Yeah, that one's a little standoffish for me.
Well, it's not just that. It's the way they wrote Connie in the episode is very not Connie. This was not Connie to me. And I posted. I called out Kathy Buchanan on it. I said, "I'm gonna call you out. Here. Right. Nothing negative. Just pointing out certain things that I didn't agree with, or I
saw your post.
Okay, so, and then there's the episode that really intrigues me, because it's very different than all the episodes so far, and it confuses me because I don't know what to think about it. I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode. I'm looking it up right now. But it's very different because it's dark. Like not like scary, but the way it's written, it was kind of eerie. And I thought maybe, okay, here's a character that maybe will lead into something down the road. Let me pull it up here.
Was it on the new album?
Yeah. It's the one episode that intrigues me the most. Okay, yes. So it's the One, two, three. It's the third album. I mean, sorry, it's the third episode. Wait, that's not. Wait, that's not right. Let's see. Is that right? Yes, it is the. So there's two storylines that goes in. There's one with where is it?
You said it's the third one?
Okay, so there's the whole Wyatt storyline, and he's learning how to cook something, or I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, the Ether bot.
Huh?
Ether.
I think so. Yes, yes. Discovers ether. Yes,
As iron sharp as iron.
that was actually pretty good because of today's technology and all that stuff. And then whatever was going on between Bridget and
She has Zeb.
Bridget and Carla in this episode. I don't know who Carla is. That's the other thing too. Is like what really I don't like. I mean, good acting, but it was hard for me to keep track of who was speaking because a lot of times now when Odyssey casts females, they sound very much alike.
Mm-hmm.
Bridget and Carla, they in this episode, they sound so. It took me a while to figure out who was speaking. So I had to base it on the way they said things. But that whole relationship between Bridget and Carla is very intriguing, and there's something eerie about it. At least on Carla, when it comes to the character of Carla. So I don't know if they're going to take it. I don't know what they're doing with that character, if they're going to do anything else with that character. But that's the one episode that I came out after listening. Was like, this was very different. Very different in all the rest of the episodes in the album so far as well. So it stands out to me as interesting, and we'll see if what happens there. The other thing too is Bridget is Bridget and her family are very much a part of this album. And I'm like, man, I got to go back and listen to the Club Adventures. I don't know Bridget well. I just don't.
Do you think they're gonna make Bridget a Christian in the end?
If they do, it's not going to be for a while. She's probably going to be like Jay. But even like, when I listened to the past 4 albums, Bridget wasn't much. She might have been in there. If she was, I wasn't paying attention. Like I remember she was introduced in at first in the club episodes. Like they were the club one of the families that you only discovered within the club episodes at first, and now they're bringing them into the main album canon, if you want to call it.
Yeah, like they did. What's her name?
So Bridget intrigues me because I don't know much about her or her family. Now the latest episode with her mother, and the whole getting back as a cop and all that stuff was very interesting. That was a nice little episode.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a cop before.
So my homework for me is I need to go back to the Club Adventures, just kind of listen to episodes dealing with Bridget, just to kind of know and understand her better, since they're bringing her into the main albums.
And I interviewed Detective Bullhouse.
What?
I interviewed the character who plays Detective Bullhouse.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, this episode for me stood out just because I was like, I wonder what's going to happen here. What is Carla? Who is Carla? This is interesting. This is creepy. Seems something dark here, so I don't know. That's the
They need a Carla story arc.
Well, I have no idea who Carla is, but I'm just saying that's the one episode that stands out to me as far as like gets my attention. Everything else, Oh, I can't remember. Gosh, it's been a while. I can't remember if I liked this episode or not. Actually, you know what? I don't think I ever listened to it. I'm going to feel stupid.
Which episode?
There's 2 of them. The Prodigal Twin, part 1 and 2.
Okay, the first one is funny. The second part is not.
Crap. Okay, I have not listened to these 2 yet. I think
I won't spoil anything for you.
Yeah, well, I think I waited because I was going to wait till the second part comes out. and I just totally forgot.
I think Stephanie was going to do that too.
So I need to listen to that. Anything with Wooten is funny. So okay, I have not apparently I have not listened to um, that episode. Let me real quick. I'm going to go down. Knocks on Money.
I don't like that one.
It is what it is. Just how to
His podcasting.
just how to be good with your finance, which is cool. But it just was a.
Politics.
I mean, it's good, but it's just it's just a one-off for me. Again, now hiring. I would love to talk to. See, I want to have a discussion about this episode alone, just because of Connie and Host. That this is the one that bothered me the most. Just didn't understand it at all.
Because the people that she was hired interviewing, you never heard from again.
I didn't mind that part. I have issues with the character of Connie, of why she was written this way, because it didn't make sense to me. I understand what they were going for as far as like, well, no, I didn't, because I was like, what is the point of this episode? That one bothers me. Let's see, as iron sharpens iron, that's the one I talked about with Carla. Prodigal Twin 1 and 2, I haven't listened to because I totally forgot. Word in the Hallway, didn't give a crap about that episode. Sorry, folks.
That one made no sense.
It was just gossiping, the problem of gossip and, what that can lead to and all that stuff, which, again, I understand the lesson. But, again, to me, it's a throwaway episode. The next one is What's the Catch?
That one's pretty good, actually.
I couldn't even finish it. I started, I couldn't even finish it. Even though it has Bridget and Carla in it. Maybe I have to go back. Was that the one I couldn't finish? There was one I just couldn't finish.
Probably not some money.
No, I did finish that one. Let's see.
It was probably not hiring.
Oh, okay. This is the one where she's raising funds, but she's manipulating Renee. Okay, again. I didn't. Whatever. I listened to the episode. It was whatever. Again, another one-off for me. Didn't whatever.
A quick fix is a weird one.
Quick Fix. I knew exactly what they were doing here because I've seen it done before in the earlier years of Odyssey. This lesson's been taught a lot. It was okay for what it was.
Accountability, please.
But again, which one was it? There was one.
Wait a minute. Haven't we met Zoe's parents before?
Yeah. They're in the club adventures.
Because in the descriptions it says we meet Zoe's parents.
Oh, Zoe's. Yeah, this is the first time we see Zoe's parents. Oh, what was it? Zoe? Was it Zoe's mom that was the cop, or Bridget? Now I'm confused. Maybe it's Zoe's. Is it Zoe's mom?
I think it's Zoe's mom.
But she looks like Bridget. Why does she look? When Zoe's parents.
Maybe they're sisters.
We meet Zoe's parents. So I guess it is Zoe's parents. Okay. I was going to say, because anyway. Quick Fix. There was one let's see. What's the catch? I swear, there was one I couldn't even make it through. I tried listening to it.
Was it Word in the Hallway?
You know what? It might have been. I might have gotten to. Well, no, because on my app it says I listened to the whole thing. I might have.
I couldn't listen to a Quick Fix.
I think originally it might have been Word in the Hallway, but I ended up finishing it.
I've been listening to the Blackbeard Chronicles recently, so.
Anyway, so right now, like I said, just a C-. I can't believe I'm still stunned. I'll be listening to that tonight or tomorrow.
I need to message Kathy Buchanan and see if she can come on the show for interview.
Oh man,
You may not want to be there for that one.
it's gonna be hard to keep my emotions down because I got yeah, like I'd
I'll
have
let you know when we interview her so you don't show up.
no. I mean, it'd be cool to talk to her. Just I'm afraid I'd say something stupid or put a foot in my mouth.
I can always bleep it out too.
So um, I'll go more in depth in the later on when this album's done with.
I'm excited for the Great Yellowstone Heist.
What's that? Is that the next one?
Yeah, it's because I'm in Montana and Yellowstone National Park.
Okay.
That's why I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of. Well, I always do. The older episodes from the 1980s, early 90s episodes. That's where I go to.
Like I said, I've been listening to a lot of the Black Earth Chronicles, going through that again.
Yeah, I listened to Darkness Before Dawn not too long ago.
And I realized that Richard Maxwell never became a Christian.
No, no, they never say he did. No, because the last time we ever hear Richard is he's in the hospital. That's the last time we've ever heard of him.
That's true.
Which
But
I think
you would think that he would become one.
I think so eventually. However, I wish they would see. This is why my brain goes. I just wish they would. I don't know. I got story ideas in my head that would just make Odyssey so cool. As far as like good storylines, like to bring Richard back, to bring Richard back.
Lucy Cunningham Schultz.
Oh, the old gang. I would love to see.
Zachary.
I would love to see the. It'd be a funny arc, like a little story. You could get like somehow you, it- um, you write a story dealing with combine it with today's technology and politics, and you have um, the characters of Jared DeWhite, who is a little bit more grounded, but still has an amazing imagination, and you have Lawrence Hodges. um,
Those two together, yeah.
and something happens, like they both work for the government, but
One of them screws up.
one of them screws up, whether it's accident or not, I don't know, and they got to come together and solve whatever crisis is going on, and it's just total mayhem. It all works out in the end,
COVID-19.
but that would be very interesting.
I can write that in a book right now. But
Um,
Phil Lawler would shoot me down. He would say no.
hey, anything can be written if you can imagine it. Anything can be written.
You never gave me my jelly beans back.
Yeah, I did.
No, you ate them, but you never gave them back.
So
We need to come on here one day and just do a audio drama with just our villain voices.
actually, it'd be kind of cool too is to when we can get everybody on here too is to like maybe review. At least to start off, I was thinking like the first three Father Gilbert. Like I know this is about Odyssey, but it'd be kind of cool to discuss Father Gilbert or even like some
Yeah,
of
we could branch off into other subjects.
like the Narnia radio drama.
Those are
Uh,
fun. I have all those on the CD.
like those are my favorite out of all the radio dramas. I love Narnia. I do.
Have you heard Paul McCusker's new audio drama?
Yes, I saw it posted like not too long ago. I haven't checked it out yet.
Welcome to Hope Springs. It's a pretty good little show.
Is it? Okay. That's
It's
good.
all on YouTube.
Okay. I mean, look, if I was going to say something, but I was just as long, Paul. You can't go wrong with Paul McCuster. That's what I was. That's something I've learned. So
If we got him on here, he would talk our ear off.
if you got him on here, I'd be here and I'd be listening and I'd be chatting. I'm a big fan of him. He's done a lot for Odyssey,
I
especially
bet if
with
I asked Chris Anthony, she would help me out with that.
Novacom. Like, and that's the thing I said too. What did I post? Oh, somebody else posted a question in the fan club about, I guess, what some people more like, not everybody, that the quality of the writing has not been as good, or Odyssey episodes have not been as good as they used to, and that's, look, it's subjective. You know, Odyssey's not focus is not going to make everyone happy. Like myself, like he's just describing my issues with this latest one. I mean, look, I'm not saying they're
Like
doing
with
it.
Carla.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I'm like, look, I mean, it's good. Look, what they're doing is great. I'm not going to tell them to stop doing it.
Yeah, we're not bashing him.
It's just, somebody. I wrote a thing. Well, basically, just some of these episodes are just not for me anymore. They're not written for my generation anymore.
They're not funny like they used to be.
Well, no, they still can be. I'm just saying, like, so I gave him, the examples of just the way. See, Odyssey is written today for today's audience, in today's kids and families, which is great because they can
Yeah.
relate. They can relate to it. I can understand it for the most part, but it doesn't relate to me anymore. Um,
But you
look,
still listen to it though.
yeah, I'll still listen to it,
We still
but
listen to it though.
it's different. It's not like
Not like the old Odyssey.
like I use a good example is like I use well, one, I did use a thing when it comes to Odyssey writing or focus on the family in their writing. I always bring up Novacom as the pinnacle of of Odyssey at its best. Focus on when it came to writing, acting, directing. I don't think anything will top that arc ever. Now that doesn't mean like since then there hasn't been any good writings or arcs since then. There has been, in my opinion, but Novacom was like it sits at the top for me. Like you
Hmm.
know, nothing comes close to that, which is great. It's great writing, and you know, anyway,
Nothing can top it.
and I think that's also part of the problem is because we're holding that to such a high standard of writing and narrative storytelling that we just don't have at the moment.
They need to
Um,
write it in a book.
I mean, they could. Well, that I would like to see it done. You know what? Well, here's the thing. I would love to see it as a graphic novel, or with today's AI. Like, look, I'm beginning to learn how to make AI video, and you know, I would love for someone to see someone create some scenes from Novacom with AI video. That'd be amazing.
Or like choose your own adventure book, adventure game.
Yeah, yeah,
Like someone in the fan page posted.
yeah. So, another example I gave too is like I also love to bring up the Camp One and Nut episodes. There's three of them, and two of them are absolutely great because they're written like when you listen to them, they're very simple, and they're written like those campy B movies you rent at Blockbuster way back in the day.
Yep.
Um, Whereas Skip years later, I forget what album it is, but and I don't know the name of the episode, but we revisit Camp One and Not for today's kids, and Wooten is there as one of the counselors, and I thought it was such a missed opportunity. Like it was just not the same. It wasn't written the same. Definitely wasn't written for me. And
Was it in an album or a club episode?
I think it was in an actual album. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look that up. But the overall narrative I didn't like. Now, granted, like today's kids, it was basically like it was Jay, Priscilla,
Buddy.
and some other like instead of like doing all these awesome camp activities and all this stuff like you have in Camp One and Two, which includes Connie Goes to Camp. They're on their phone. They're trying to find cell reception so they can be on their phones and iPads instead of having fun. And Wooten is there trying to get them to do that. But even Wooten himself really wasn't that funny, or I don't know. It was just the episode was written very poorly, in my opinion, and it wasn't fun. That was the biggest difference. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
the first two are great. They're so well written and they're fun. And this third one was like I don't even like to count it as part of Camp One and Nut, but it is technically a Camp One and Nut episode. But do I listen to it over and over? No. Will I ever listen to it again? Maybe just to go back and maybe have a discussion about it. But it was a dud of an episode. But that doesn't mean someone else like of today really
Would like it.
would like it. It just was not for me, and it was just very, very different. That was my whole point of basically my whole writing thing when I try to answer that dude's question about you know why Odyssey may not feel the same as it used to be because it's not, you know,
Yeah.
and in it just Odyssey is adapted, which they have every right to, and they should.
Oh, between camp and a hard place.
Is that it?
It's in Club Season 6.
Okay, so it's a club episode.
That's probably why it was a bad episode written.
Okay, well that makes sense. But still, I mean, when I remember, I think I remember first hearing about it that it was Wooten Camp What and I was really excited because like, oh wow, Wooten as a camp counselor, this is gonna be hilarious. And I just thought they missed it. They had a huge missed opportunity of bringing back the fun and excitement of what Camp What and Not is. Because
Yeah, they're all on their cell phones trying to watch videos
yeah,
or staying up all night and talking.
so like recently, a couple days ago, I just listened to Camp One and Not, and then Camp One and Not Two, which is Connie Goes to Camp. Um, Finished that today.
That one's hilarious. Connie Goes to Camp Part 1 and 2.
You know my favorite character in that one is? I'll tell you what. There's one character I'm surprised who did not make an appearance in Connie Goes to Camp, and that is Jesse Morales. She should have been there because she was part of that old group back then as well. Plus, I had a crush on her back then. Still do. Don't tell me.
I actually got to interview Lucy Cunningham Schultz and Jack Davis.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find. Um, I would love to find out what's her name. It is Jesse Morales. Her last name really is Morales, but her first name's different. It's not Jesse who voiced her. That'd be cool to find her because she's one of my favorite characters.
And maybe Bethany Shepard. That's her real name.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And she emailed me back. We're going to interview her.
Okay. Oh, so I wish Jesse was in that episode. But my favorite character in Connie Goes to Camp. Well, I love Mr. Zachary because I love what you call.
What you call?
And he's in a few episodes, but I'm like, we need more Fred Zachary. He's probably retired now. But but Allison. Remember Allison?
Yes, Wheel of Fortune girl.
Where she just can't. She's addicted to TV.
And she never brought a TV to camp.
I listened to that, and you know what? If I were at that camp, I'm like, me and Allison, we'd be talking all the time. We're like, I know that show. That's an awesome show. I'm one of those guys who wouldn't have been annoyed by her. I would have been actually, conversating or in conversation with her about a lot of things that bothered other people. It's just kind of funny.
Also, rest in peace to Robin Jacobs,
The character or the actor?
the actor.
What happened? She died?
Mm-hmm.
When?
You didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah.
So what?
I don't remember. It was on the club page.
How old is she? She's young.
I don't know.
Like
Or
she's
was it
got.
her dad? Was it her or her dad?
I'd be surprised if it's her because she's at least got to be in her late 40s. Because I think she was. Well, no, they were almost teens back then. So she's probably in her 50s. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing some research.
How would you type that in Google?
Um,
Which Odyssey character died recently?
Voice actor of Robin Jacobs' Adventures in Odyssey.
The voice actor for Robin Jacobs in Adventures in Odyssey is Sage Bolte.
Sage Bolton. Is that Chuck Bolte's? Is that related? Are they related?
Yeah, their actual son and daughter.
No, Chuck Bolte was one of the producers. Chuck Bolte is he's Barkley, George Barkley, isn't he?
Yeah, but that Sage Bolte is his actual daughter, though, in real life.
Yeah. So did Chuck Bolte die or did Sage Bolte die?
That's what I'm looking at. It's giving me nothing.
Chuck Bolte.
What? It was Chuck Bolte?
Um, I don't see anything about. No, as far as I know, there's nothing on here that talks about him dying.
Was he still alive in 1994?
Is that Sage Bolte? She's pretty. Um,
Was he alive in 1994?
yeah, because he did. He was George Barkley. I don't see anything on either one of them passing away.
Well, then what Odyssey character passed away? Besides Will Ryan.
I don't know. I didn't see anything come up in the club for rest in peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Bolte and Sage Bolte are still very much alive. Just in case you guys had a heart attack or stroke.
Yeah, we were just trying to scare you. Dr. James Dobson did die, though.
Yeah, but that was last year or 2 years ago. Lucy Cunningham Schultz is another one of my favorite. I would love to talk to her. Wait, did you say you interviewed her?
Yeah.
We need to do it again.
And I also interviewed Jimmy Barkley.
See if you can get. Do you have Lucy's contact?
I have her on Facebook.
You should ask her to see if we can do a follow up interview. I would be down for that.
Someone who.
Ladies and gentlemen, this awkward silence is brought to you by
Smouse Miracle Water.
what?
Smouse Miracle Water. Jay Spouse's Miracle Water brought to you by.
I like Jay, but sometimes I think they don't use him right. I don't know.
Oh, I'll be right back. You entertain the chat.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Just say anything.
Anything. Okay. I'm all by myself. I'm going to try to put this on pause because this is just awkward. Which I don't think I can. All right, well, just fast forward this silence or awkwardness until Charles get back. Charles gets back because I have nothing to say. I wish I could put myself on pause, but I can't. Oh well, you can watch me drink. How come I can't mute mine? Oh,
Well, were you entertaining?
I guess so.
Did you talk about anything?
No. I just told people to fast forward this portion of the video, I guess.
Well, it's a live stream, so I can't edit anything out.
It's 10 o'clock there.
Where?
East Coast. I was going to see if Steph wants to get on, but
Well, she's online on Facebook.
I'm going to see if she can just drop in for 5 minutes.
Did you see we got a new member in our group chat?
Who is it?
Kaylee Wall from Edmond, Oklahoma. Now, don't go stalking her, people. Us on our phones is brought to you by Smells Miracle Water.
Anyway, send her a little text. Whether she responds, I don't know.
Whatever happened to your podcast?
Woohoo! Just again, not enough. Just kind of like this. Just not everybody getting together and.
Yeah, we all used to be able to do it like not every week, every day or every week.
So I think what will happen is if like you can get a guest on, like and
Like Steve Burns, because I'm friends with him on Facebook.
and and then set that up and for late and then there have a chance of having all of us on there again.
Even Natasha, I haven't seen Natasha in a long time.
Yeah, I know she's been busy with her farm and family stuff. So,
Brienne was gonna get on, but she don't have a voice.
So,
Kaylee was gonna get on, but she had church.
Again, and it's also just finding time, like a time where all of us can have time to do it.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me?
That's my alert tone. If you heard that, it's Buzz Lightyear.
Whatever happened to hi? It's me. Welcome back.
Right now, I have so my phone is all decked out in Toy Story because I'm excited for Toy Story 5. I've heard really good things.
Ooh, yeah.
Heard really good things about it, so I'm very, 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 very excited for it.
What about the upcoming Odyssey movie?
Oh, okay. I'm not going to say anything right now about it, but that's something we need to discuss, like
After we've all seen it.
after we've all seen it.
What would be cool if we all got together to go see it?
You know, it'd be kind of cool to do an online screening of it. Like, I wonder if that's possible.
I mean, I'm friends with the producers and writers, so
Um,
I've had Marshall Younger on here, so maybe he can do something.
that'd be interesting. Let's just say, I hope the film does well,
Because it's the old characters that we're seeing,
and
like Monty.
I hope the story is a good one. Uh, I'm just not a big fan of the animation style at all.
They made Wit too big.
I think he's fine. It's just
I think we can actually see for the first time if Wit can dance.
it'll also be good to see him with Jenny.
True.
Anyway, so I'm going to reserve a lot for what I have to say about that until it comes out, because
It needs to come out soon.
my interest in the I'll see it, but my interest in it has dropped dramatically. That's why I say, look, I hope it does well. I hope the story is good, and I'll just happen to listen to everybody else and ask and see what they have to say about it. You know, just like
There
anything.
was hype around it when it first came out.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a good movie.
I mean, I'm going to go see it in theaters with my church.
So
If I can't get a screening for all of us.
So this Tuesday, I'm going to try to go see Disclosure Day.
I heard that's a good one.
I've heard mixed reactions. I've heard most people say it's good. Some people think it's stupid. Again, it's art. It's all subjective. And then there's the it's really the topic of discussion. They said it's a. I heard someone say, well, do you know who Glenn Beck is?
Yeah.
So he was doing a little thing. I can't remember. I think he's seen it, and he actually liked it. But he said it's not what people aren't going to be talking about the movie whether they liked it or not. I mean, it's the discussion afterward on the material that the movie's about, and all that stuff. And even what Spielberg has come out and said, like this is going to. Well, he kind of phrased it in a way where by seeing this movie, this might make like us question, God and his creation as far as like aliens and all that stuff. Or then there's the question of like, I watched another podcast or YouTube video on if you're a Christian and let's say we found out that aliens were real, would that ruin our faith as a Christian? And the answer to that is, well, not really.
Yeah, because we can't believe in other things.
Well, no, even let's say, another species was discovered. That's not going to change my belief system.
Not true.
I mean, if we find out that there's another planet with some beings on it, well, ultimately, God is still the ultimate authority over that planet and species, right? He's the maker. He's the maker of everything in the cosmos. So there's nothing above him, or I don't know. It was a really good podcast. For those.
What podcast was it called?
So it was. If you could. It was I don't know. I'm so terrible with names, but it's Kirk Cameron on YouTube.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command.
Just search him.
Star Command, come in.
Just search him up, and it was just a video of him breaking down, talking biblically on like, hey, as a Christian, do we have to fear anything if we ever found out that aliens are real? And the bottom line is no. It wouldn't ruin our faith. I mean, it'd just be more discussion. But ultimately, the point was,
Oh, the Kirk Cameron show?
yeah. So basically, he was saying no matter what happens or what has happened, when it comes to creation, God is still above all, and that hasn't changed.
Yeah. Has Stephanie responded to you yet?
No, I don't even think she was online when I text. Um, I don't see her right now. No, she's not online.
Are we continuing our other podcast for October?
What's that?
Our conspiracy theories and paranormal stuff?
I totally forgot about that.
Are we doing that this October for Halloween?
I mean, I guess.
Because my friend has sent in some requests to talk about. And I'm allowed to share her story on that podcast that she encountered.
I mean, we can technically talk about that. It'd be good to have a lot more people because I would love to hear if anybody has had paranormal experiences.
I don't know if I could post that on the fan club page, though.
No, not the fan club page.
I think that comment would be taken down by Daniel immediately.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing too, real quick, is when it comes to, you maybe think about it, we said paranormal. When it comes to like the whole alien stuff, look, a lot of it, in my opinion, or if not all of it, is I would say most of it is demonic for deception.
It reminds me of the episode Terror from the Skies
Mm-hmm.
of Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what radio drama that's based off of?
The real Terror from the Skies, right?
Yes, but do you know what it's called?
I don't.
Okay, so it's based off. If you haven't listened to it, it's on YouTube. You can find it. It's fantastic. It's old school radio drama, but they do announce it and say, "Hey, this is a fictional story" at the beginning. But it's called Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. And the crazy thing about that is, people thought it was real because if you didn't catch the beginning of that radio program when they say, "Hey, look, this is just a story," and you tuned in like after that. And they would remind you after the breaks too. But if you were just tuning in, you didn't hear that. Back then, they didn't have TV, or TV was just not what it is today. And so,
War of the Worlds, you said?
yeah. So people listening to the radio, well, that's how they get their news, right?
Yeah.
And so they were, it was on primetime radio, and people were freaking out and calling like the cops, like, hey, there's a spaceship that just crashed in some meadow in New Jersey, and people were legit scared and freaking out, only to find out later this was a total radio drama. It's fantastic. So if you haven't heard it, do yourself a favor and listen to it. It's
I have it pulled up right now.
it's pretty good.
Listen to it at night. I bet you it's more scarier at night.
Maybe but I mean,
With all the lights turned off.
again, it's really this guy reporting in a field. I forget if there's any sound effects or not, but it's well done for back in the 1950s or 40s. I forget when it came. Dang it! Now I'm gonna have to look that up.
Oh, I did finish our audio drama script.
When did Orson Welles' War of the Worlds debut on radio?
2011.
Orson Welles' War
1938, October 13th, 1938. So yes, makes sense.
Speaking of audio dramas, when do you want to do our audio drama?
Well, just send me the script or what you have.
Because it's just me and you and Bree.
Does she have lines?
She's the narrator.
Oh.
She's like Chris Anthony. She's the narrator.
Do you have a script, or is it just send me the script?
Yeah, you had some of it. Remember when I sent you some of it?
I got to look for it again. I know it's in my email somewhere, but if you have a complete one, just send me a complete one.
Yeah, I have a complete one. I gotta find the book again.
What?
It's lost somewhere.
So what's the story?
It's based off of our honestly, it's based off of our characters, our evil characters. Remember,
I do. I just don't even know my evil character's name anymore.
Lord Voldemort or something like that.
I don't know.
Cause I'm Doctor Hunger.
All I know, I could be Vermin, Lord Vermin,
Verminoids.
or the evil Lord Vomit. I don't know.
Lord
How-
Voldemort. Voldemort, I think it was.
Not Voldemort. That's Harry Potter.
Zorbat.
It was. I don't know what it is. Lord Zapazoid. I don't know.
Or Zolborg. Zorberg.
I'm gonna have to come up with a different name because I don't know.
Zorberg.
Zorberg.
Wasn't that from like Toy Story? No, Zurg. I'm thinking of Zurg.
Emperor Zurg.
Destroy all humans. You could probably do that. Just have me Zorberg. But I'm Dr. Hunger though, so you can't like hamburgers. If you do like hamburgers, then you have to give them to me. People are probably so lost on what we're talking about right now. You have to be there, folks. You just have to be there. I wonder how many views this will get.
I do not know. Speaking of a radio drama, I still need to. I've written the script for episode 1. How many parts is it? It's 3 parts, I think, or 2. I'm doing a. I wrote it years ago. I just have not gotten around to recording it, but I need to go back, read it. And I'm going to have. It's already written, but I'm going to have AI just tweak it like a little bit. But it deals. It's a spin-off. It's because I know Focus on the Family will never do it, even though I should never say it. But it's I've always wondered about Connellsville. So it's it's a spin-off of Odyssey. It's about Connellsville. It takes place in Connellsville. It's called the Connellsville Chronicles, and I've actually wanted to do 12 episodes. I've written 1 episode completely. I have written 6 episode outlines.
Like an audio drama?
Yes, and it gets dark. I deal
Ooh,
with
I want to be in it.
and I deal with the paranormal in it.
I want to be in it.
Which it's got a lot of great characters. There's 4 main characters, teenagers, kind of like Stranger Things vibe to it.
Who do you think I would be?
I don't know. I would have to look at the script again and just see if your voice would fit. I'm not saying it wouldn't, but I'd have to. There's 2 girls, Taylor and Tyler. Nope, Taylor's one. There are 2 girls, 2 boys, and it's set in the 80s.
Ooh.
And there's this. They're kind of the main characters, but it deals with a woman that is starting her life over. She ends up moving to this like abandoned mansion this mansion that has been abandoned for X amount of years, and there's a reason for it, but she ends up getting it, and there's a story to that mansion, and it deals with the paranormal there. But she's just trying to fit in again. She's a chef. So she specializes in pastries. So she opens a shop on whatever the main street of Connellsville Main Street.
I don't remember.
And then I guess if you want to say there's really no Mr. Whitaker character, but there is, and in this one is the pastor of Connellsville Community Church, and he's a black man, black pastor, and my brain.
Ed
goes,
Washington.
no, it's not Ed. So here's the other thing: the characters in my series, I made sure not to include any characters mentioned by Focus. So these characters
Oh
are
yeah, copyright.
mine, and he's in this Connellsville is not canon. To even though I do mention the characters of Eugene, Connie, and Wooten, but that's it. That's as far.
Crossover. Make it a crossover.
So that's as far as I'll go. I won't cast anybody to play them because they're not my characters, and that's not what I want. Um, Even though I did think about there's a scene I thought about getting what's his name, not the who's the guy that voices Wooten.
Just Harnell.
Yeah, not just Harnell, but there's another dude that does the impressions every now and then you see on our Facebook book, and he does a really good Wooten. I thought about writing a small, like 10-second scene where he could imitate Wooten just in that pastry shop buying something, like saying, "Oh, thank you, goodbye," and all that stuff. And
I
that's
could
it.
do it. I could do Pennywise voice.
So, and that's it. I would never go any further than that.
If you need a Pennywise, I could do Pennywise voice.
You can do Penny.
Yeah.
Do Penny.
Hello, Georgie.
Oh God, that Penny.
How
Totally forgot about that Penny.
did I do though?
Georgie. Delicious.
Not bad though. We all float too.
Anyway, so
Well- If you ever need that penny, I'm your dad.
so there's no Odyssey characters in mind. They're all like I forget his name, but he's a really cool guy. I see it in my head. I wrote him comical but very biblically sound. He's the pastor of the church, and he's the one that gives out the kids go to for help and questioning along with their parents. Um, I would really love to produce that by Halloween because it's a Halloween episode, and it's got a great Christian story narrative overall.
You should make it into a movie.
Eventually, I would love to with AI. Trust me, I want. There's so many reasons I would love to learn AI video making because I have so many ideas in my head.
But with our voices, of course.
Yeah, and it can be done. I just don't know how to do that yet. Anyway, so that drama, I'm hoping to. The problem is just finding time. And then,
But if you do need a character, I'll rather help.
yeah, well, look, like I said, I got to perfect the script first, and then the cool thing about
Proofread it.
the cool thing about this is like I'm not doing any voices in this one. I wanted to be a producer, so it's me, casting certain people because there's, like I said, there's 4 teenagers. There's the woman. There's the pastor. There's the parents. So it's full cast. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Get Taylor Swift.
So, well, what I might do is, if I don't do it professionally, even though I want this to be professionally done, that's including sound editing and everything, I might just go on the webpage or the fan group and kind of like I did last time with the Star Trip thingy and say, hey, if anybody's up for doing some free audio drama work, then I'd be like, I wrote this script. I'm looking for characters. The only thing I would say is this time is just please have a good microphone, which is very important. As long as you have a good mic, I can work with that.
Is this a good mic?
Yeah, I mean, so here's what I'll say about that. I can hear you. You're good. There's a little distortion in your mic, but that can be cleaned up easy.
Is it because I'm too far away?
No, I don't know. I don't. I would have to check your mic settings. But like I said, that can be cleaned up. Like nowadays with AI and all that stuff, you can clean anything up to sound like a studio. But sound is very, very important.
Yeah, I get you. Wow, I just turned up my microphone.
So, like when somebody recorded off their computer because they didn't have a mic this was years ago, and the quality was terrible. But I had to go use a. Thankfully, at the time, AI they had a where you can clean it up, and I put it through there, and it was better. It was better, but it could have been better if you had one of these, or what you have right there. So I don't know, man. For me, it's time. I would love to do it. I wish I could spend all my time doing it. It's hard.
Yeah, what do you do for work?
Well, right now I do rideshare, and I hate it. I hate it, but I have no choice. I'm trying to get out of it, so I'm looking.
You
Good
could
thing-
quit and then become a full-time producer.
That'd be nice. Um, However, I am going on vacation here in a little bit, so I may look over the script then. I'll have time then.
Where are you going on vacation?
Huh?
Where are you going on vacation?
I'm going home, South Carolina, visit my parents.
So good thing we did this podcast before that.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, even though I'm there, I could still do it. They got computers. I got my phone. So,
And if
like,
so, I could always record myself by myself too.
I'm just saying, so like if more people wanted to join, I mean, I could always join via phone. So I'll be on East Coast time though. So
I think that's how Chris Anthony joined us on her phone.
yeah, she was on her phone.
I think I'm the only one on computer besides you.
Well, for right now, yeah.
We need to do another live New Year's Eve show on this podcast. Last year was fun.
We need to do a one for 4th of July
Yes, that would be fun. We did one for Thanksgiving.
because there's a lot of good episodes for patriotic episodes. If we can get together for 4th of July, we need to do that because we're celebrating 250 years. Again, we just got to find a time when to do it because we're all busy. So it can either be before. We should be before, but it could be after. We should do that. We need to aim. After we get off here, we need to just plan a 4th of July thingamajigger.
Podcast.
Yeah.
I'll be at my mom's house, so that'll be perfect.
I'll be here.
Much more quieter over at my
Because-
mom's house to do a podcast.
There's nothing going on here except for you might hear some fireworks in the background. It sounds like a civil war out there. There's so many fireworks that are going on.
Hey, that would be great for sound effects.
Yeah, it really sounds like a war zone. I kid you not. It's crazy.
Warzone during the podcast.
So, yeah, we need
Yeah,
to do that.
We also need to do another Thanksgiving episode. You weren't there for it, but it was me, Stephanie, and Bree.
Yeah, Thanksgiving,
Christmas.
Christmas. Did we do a Christmas?
I don't think you did it with us.
But you guys did one?
I think I found you after that one.
Okay.
Because I found you on the fan page.
Yeah, so 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Man, can
New Year's.
you believe that the holidays are in 6 months? 6 months.
I know, and pretty soon you'll see a drum set in the background.
I still gotta get me a Christmas tree.
I'm getting a drum set for Christmas.
Cool.
So maybe I can play the opening number to when we go live. Do a little drum beat.
Yeah, so let's plan for a 4th of July podcast.
While the Civil War is going on.
Huh?
While the Civil War is going on, we can do a podcast.
We should also do one next February. There's a lot of sports episodes for the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
have a Super Bowl party.
I'm going camping on Sunday too,
Oh, what's his name?
or not Sunday,
In the
Friday.
in the group
Most
because
like you to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me?
can you hear that?
Who is it? Yeah, who is it?
It's just my alert tone, so nobody. I guess we reached 10,000 people for the fan club, and I guess I asked what's his name.
Daniel.
Yeah, if we're gonna have a party, and he said, "Yep." I don't know what that is, but apparently we're gonna have a party. He confirmed it. Said something special's coming, so stay tuned. That should be awesome. I don't know what that's gonna be.
Yeah, so if you guys are part of the fan club, stay tuned. I could be on it. Chris could be on it. Daniel was on our podcast.
Like, it'd be so cool to meet up, but the problem is like it's so expensive to travel. So I'm assuming it's going to be an online thing.
But Daniel was on our podcast, though.
Yeah,
And then I was on his.
I'm just saying I have no idea what he's planning as far as the 10K party.
If he shows up at my house, I'll freak out. Did you hear the episode of me on his podcast?
Yes.
On how I started the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear his side on my podcast?
Yes.
Because I interviewed him first, and he invited me on the podcast.
Yeah, he interviewed me a long time ago. It's been like years now.
Yeah, your voice changed.
It did?
Yeah.
When? On the podcast or now?
Yeah, on his podcast.
It's been a long time. I haven't listened to that episode. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Your voice was much deeper back then.
It might have been weird because I know I was coming off a cold or allergies, so my voice might have sounded a little bit raspy.
That's probably what it was. You know, he hasn't interviewed Brianne yet.
Mm.
He's interviewed Natasha, me, and you. And Stephanie. But not Brie. Probably because we have all had a podcast at one point.
Yeah.
He had to do mine too as a two-parter episode. I don't know if you noticed that.
Maybe. I know I listened to it though.
How do you think I do? Did you think I sounded nervous or
No.
was my speech okay?
Yeah.
Because I've never been interviewed like that before.
It's fine.
I can do interviews, I just can't be interviewed. At least it wasn't on camera. He should do that.
What?
Daniel should do that. He should do for the 10K, he should have an Odyssey fan come on and do a Your Fellow Audition live.
What might be cool is if he does like gosh, there's so many fans though. Like if he had like a panel of fans, like 10 cameras going on. I don't know what he's gonna do.
That would be crazy.
It is, but there's some YouTube channels I've seen where there's a ton of people, discussing whatever. When it comes to certain events, I think there's a limit though, as far as like how many you can put on the screen, just because of the size of the screen. I don't know, man.
Do you have a favorite Odyssey podcast?
Not really.
Besides mine?
Actually, I did, and they don't do it anymore because they ended up having issues with Focus on the Family and their writing of episodes, and kind of just what me and some other people have talked about, just how Odyssey is just not what it used to be.
Who was it?
They were the WE podcast, the Wits End podcast.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one.
They do every now and then they do post
What are
some.
they doing now?
As far as I know, they haven't produced another episode. They do post something on Instagram every now and then. But as far as an episode, no. And it was really good. Like there was 4 or 5 people talk. The only issue I had with that podcast, and it drove me crazy. And I even wrote to them when they were first starting it. I said, guys, I love your podcast. I love because they were talking about. The one thing I liked about it is they were real, like how we're talking. If they felt like, okay, I don't agree with this, or hey, I have a problem with this, or I really like this, I wish they can do that better. They were like that, right? So they were just having a
Yeah.
normal conversation about episodes or Odyssey, whatever, or whatever they were talking the current episode. Anyway, so that was great. The only problem I had with it is their sound quality was so bad. They weren't using professional mics. There was one guy that had the mic, so you could hear him or her really good, and you could tell they were passing it back and forth every now and then. But there'd be usually one person with a really good mic, and everyone else was like, in the background, and it was really hard to hear them. And I hated that because I was like really wanting to hear what they were discussing because I really enjoyed it. And I said, dude, I wrote to them. I said, guys, I love your podcast, but your sound quality sucks. And they said they were going to work on that, but they never got around to it. That's my only complaint about that podcast is the sound quality was so bad. But it was a great podcast, but they stopped doing it. I think it's been 2 years now. They haven't produced. Now
What was the thing with Focus?
they have a statement. So if you go to their Instagram page, they do have a statement. Like it's a pretty long one, but they explain why they stopped. They've stopped listening to Odyssey. I think overall the new episodes, as far as I know, and they just didn't like. I overall they just don't like the direction Focus on the Family is taking Odyssey, which I can understand. And they would talk about this as far as like you know when it came to character continuity or story continuity, narrative, and um, example. So like Connie Kendall would come up a lot. The character of Connie, of why is she the way she is today still, where all these other characters have moved on and progressed literally as characters, but Connie is the one that is still just not much.
16.
Not much has happened to her. Well, as of late, she's now manager. But I'm like, according to now hiring. But I'm like, okay, she's been manager or at least assistant manager forever. She knows how to. Anyway, so that's just an example of what they would talk about. But that was like years ago. Um, there is another podcast that I follow. Again,
I
it's
don't
not.
want to be like I don't want to be like them. Get copyright for Odyssey.
Wait, what? They didn't
Or
even
how I
have.
don't want to have problems with Odyssey.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't have any. I mean, Odyssey never. I don't know if even Odyssey listened to them. It was just a really good podcast discussing adventures in Odyssey.
And it
Um,
was the Wits End podcast.
yeah, and you could. They're on Spotify. You can listen to their older episodes and all that stuff. It's really good. The one that I haven't listened to again, it's good, and theirs is a little bit more kind of like what we do, just more not so much critiquing, but just discussing the positives and about certain episodes is the siblings podcast.
Yes, I actually emailed them.
So again, though, I like their podcast. I've listened to them, but their sound quality is they could do better, uh, unless they've changed it recently. I haven't listened to, but otherwise, that's my biggest issue when it comes to podcasts is sound. Um, but
At least ours is good.
so yeah, well, so anyway, so the siblings podcast I do subscribe to. I haven't listened to all of them. Um, and I think that's it as far as Odyssey. I don't know anybody else that has a podcast um, that talks about Odyssey. Like
There's a lot of them.
like when the WE podcast was on air, I actually wrote to them. I wanted to get on that podcast as a guest and talk to them about things because I was dying to talk to them about certain things. But this just never happened.
Well, at least on this podcast, you get to talk to Chris Anthony.
Yeah, and that was cool. That's nice. I talked to her again.
I had Jimmy Barkley on this podcast 3 times, I think.
I would love to talk to Lucy. I love Lucy Cunningham Schultz. Actually, her name is Lucy Cunningham Schultz. What's
Davis
Jack?
now.
Davis. Jack Davis. There you go. So Davis.
I told Lucy that I had a crush on her in Odyssey to her face.
Well, that's like me and Jesse Morales. My goodness.
And so Lucy just started laughing when I told her that.
Lucy's a great character. You know, there's another one too, very underrated. Is gosh, I miss these characters, but Donna Barkley was another good character.
I would love to interview her, but she does not want anything to do with Odyssey.
Yeah, I understand that. But it'd be kind of
She
cool.
did not like the way her character was portrayed.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Dave Griffin told me.
But it'd be cool to talk to her too, because I like Donna. Donna's cool.
Like, she is done with Odyssey everything.
Yeah. I understand that.
I don't blame her. Her character was overrated.
And I think she was underrated. They just didn't. I mean, Donna was just the younger sister of Jimmy. She didn't really have much. She was more. I mean, I'm not going to say she was in the background, but she was there. I mean, I think Robin. Let's see, Robin.
She wasn't the favorite in the family.
I don't know. See, the Barkleys to me, all of them are the same. I miss the Barkleys.
The Washington family.
So, oh yeah, I guess we're now getting. I guess Odyssey is done with the Parker family,
Yeah, they didn't really do much with them.
which I'm sad about because I really like the Parker family. They were around for a while, but they were around just as long as the Washingtons were. Even though what's her name, Olivia Parker, is still there, but there's no mention of Matthew, except for in one of the club, and he's at some academy now. But there was a guy. He's been in several episodes recently, whether it was club adventures or albums that they cast. I remember hearing it. It might be in this recent album where he sounded just like young Matthew back in the day. And it threw me off because I'm like, why did you not just recast him? Anyway, so Matthew's gone, which is interesting because he was a big character. Jared, what was his name? The Jones guy. The Jones were never really big. That's just disappointing. I really liked them.
Judge Jones?
Barrett Jones, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Barrett, because there was Barrett, Matt, and Jay. They were the 3 dudes. Out of all of them, Jay's like in every freaking episode, which is not bad. I like Jay, but he's a little bit annoying.
He's getting nicer, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I wonder if they're going to start turning him into a Christian.
But yeah, the Parker family, they don't exist anymore. And that sucks. Now it's what you can see actually what they're doing is they're slowly transitioning to what is Bridget's family's name?
The Perkin family?
Yeah, so that's what they're doing. You can see they're using them more, and they're going to be the next family that you're going to hear a lot about. Maybe Zoe's family, and then eventually they'll be wiped out. You got the next. I hate when Focus does that though, man, because you get used to them. Like for me, the Barkley family is my favorite. Nothing will top the Barkley family. The Parker family came in a very close second. They just did. Just they were written very similar to the Barkleys were written.
Ava, David.
And David, here's the thing, David, there was two versions of David. The original David, he was cool, but he was very grounded. The second version of David was freaking hilarious. He actually had a sense of humor. I love that David. Um,
Red Hollard. We don't hear from him.
yeah, he's. They think they tried to replace. They tried to find another, Bernard Walton. I like Red Hollard. Whoever, I don't know where he is.
We don't hear from Mr. Whitaker anymore.
Not as much. Like I think Andre's done with that character. I could be wrong on that. People don't take my word for that, but I think they're easing him out.
For once, they push into the fans.
Well, they're still going to bring back Wit, but he's going to be voiced by somebody else, which bothers me. I don't mind them bringing back Wit, but it bothers me that Wit is eternal and none of these other characters are. You know.
Who was it that Whit was taking on a trip into Japan to see their father?
Mm.
It was in the Now Hiring episode where Whit was leaving for Japan.
Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to that again.
It was a brother and a sister.
Yeah, it was those two kids that I hate or find very annoying. The Rydell people.
Yeah, the Rydell family.
Yes, Zuzu and
Lori.
more. That's who he's taking. Is that right? Is that right, people?
Yeah.
I have no idea. If those characters can go away, I'd be fine. I can't stand them. The whole Rydell thingy, it's been so confusing and just annoying. I hate that arc. I'm sorry.
I don't like Lori's voice.
I can't stand it.
Susie I can get by.
I can't do it. I'll never understand that arc at all.
Or Tasha was actually back for once.
Anyway, so no more Parker family, I guess.
Yep, no more Barkley family either.
You never know. It would be nice for, and they don't even have to bring Donna and Jimmy back, but it'd be kind of cool if, like, look, George, he's a minister, but look, by now he should be retired. Why not move back to Odyssey? You know what I'm saying? It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool for him to come back. However, they won't do that as long as Pastor Knox is there. But that'd be cool to bring back George Barkley as a retiree.
We haven't had an Imagination Station episode in a long time.
They had one recently in one of the, I think it was 2 albums ago, I think.
I would love to see Ron Perkins go back in time in the war.
You know what it was? It was Renee. It was Renee, and it wasn't really an adventure, but it was more of her her art.
And the Life After Death program.
Yes, which did make sense to me. They totally changed that because if it was Wit's original death program, then she should have had that same experience that Eugene had. Remember that?
Well, we don't know what experience Eugene had, though.
We kind of do. He was a non-believer.
He could have been with Leon and Steppenov.
Maybe we don't know. But I mean, she's like her experience. Hers was different, even though she was a non-believer. She didn't come out like Eugene was mortified. He was terrified. He was just like Wit got to experience maybe a little bit of heaven. He experienced a little bit of hell, whereas Renee,
which would have been cool to hear.
Which Renee did not. She experienced her. Now her adventure was different, but
hers was a choice.
It was, And I think
The
that
choice
was,
of doors.
and maybe that was the whole point is choice, but it was different. It wasn't the same. But then again, maybe it's different for each person. I don't know, but I think that was the last Imagination Station adventure. I don't know if
We
you
know
remember.
where the whole Perkins family goes in.
What? Oh yeah.
Especially Bridget to like a Bible story.
So again, bring it back to the Barclays. One of my favorite Imagination Station stories is Moses, or the Passover when George and Jimmy, go back to ancient Egypt.
Yeah, and they thought Jimmy was the firstborn.
Well, he was, but what they didn't realize is, until after the adventure, Wit told him, even if the angel of death had passed or somehow touched them, they would have been okay because they were both covered by Christ's blood. You know, um, that's a good episode. I'm about to listen to that again.
Also, 60 something is a pretty good episode.
Yeah, I need to. I was listening to recently the Prince of Egypt soundtrack. I need to watch the Prince of Egypt. That is a very, very good movie.
Or the prodigal Jimmy, where he spends all his money on video games and pizza. I
Yeah,
think that's the first episode where we hear Rodney Rathbone.
is it really?
Or was it Thank You God, where we hear the first episode of Rodney?
That's a good trivia question. That's a good trivia question. I
I
don't
should
know.
probably post that in the fan page.
Yeah, you should do that. What was the first episode?
Rodney
But you-
Rathbone appeared in.
But you should say, without looking at your phone or computer, what was the first episode Rodney Rathbone made an appearance in, and see how many people get it.
I mean, I can look it up because I'm going to ask the question.
Yeah.
And if that post is not approved, then I'm leaving the fan club.
All right, be right back. Bored of people. I'm going to get me some more non-alcoholic tea.
I got my drink right here in my Dude Perfect bottle. I'm going to post that question while you're gone then. Alright, guys, trivia time. When was Rodney Rathbone first in Odyssey? Without looking at your phone or looking at your computer, what episode did Rodney Rathbone appear in? Let me know in the comments below. What episode did Rodney Rathbone appear in? Let me know in the comments below. Hey Chris, I can hear you.
All right, I ran out of tea, so I got me some soda instead.
Soda?
Yep,
What kind?
just Pepsi.
I have blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we need more people on here. That's why I've been going around messaging random family members if they wanted to join our little group chat thing. Because us original guys, we can't do it no more. So, Chris, if you have anybody that you have in mind that would love to be on here, hit them up.
We should get what's his name? Who does all those voice impressions?
We need more guys on here than girls.
I know. No, what's his name? Oh, I'm so bad with names. Let me see if I can find him.
Hey, hit him up. See if he's online.
He doesn't post here on that much, but I'd recognize him.
Well, if you could get him to be on here, that'd be fun.
Or just anybody. Actually, you know what you should do? Just put out a thing on the fan page. Say you want to be part of the podcast. I bet you there'd be people that we can get on here. I bet you anything we can get 5 to 6 more people, brand new people, easy. You just got to put it out. That would probably love to be a part of, you know.
Because it could be, it could be anybody.
So that's what you should do for the 4th of July podcast. Let's advertise it and just ask anybody that's available. Like we should set a date or something like that, or you can see what is okay, and just anybody that wants to come can join in.
I'll post it on the Facebook page after this podcast.
There he is, Hunter Adkins. Hunter! He's the guy that does those voice impressions of Eugene Wooten.
Get him on here.
I think he would have a good time on this podcast.
Are you friends with him?
No, I just know he's a big Adventures in Odyssey fan. And
You can message him and see if he wants to come on sometime. I'm down. We need more people anyways.
Or how about Katie Lee, voice of Constance Kendall? Or Jules
I asked her, and she said not right now. I am friends with Shona, though.
What about Jules?
Shona is busy.
Of course she is.
And Mr. Whitaker said no.
The sibling group chat, that's what it's called. Okay.
Mr. Whitaker said no. I can't believe it.
Yeah, well, he's getting old. He's retiring.
Pastor Knox said no.
Yeah, I guarantee you we can get 5 to 6 people easy on here. You just got to put out the word. Put out the vibe. Because, like, there's people on here commenting every day on the fan club. And I know there's people probably just wanting to vent and talk about Odyssey and don't have to get real graphic or anything.
Yeah, I noticed that people are wanting to join a podcast lately.
So, and if you do happen to say an F-bomb, well, fuck you. It can be edited just like that. So when you read, it's going to be beep. So.
Well, you just said it.
I know, but when it could be edited.
When I was interviewing Dave Griffin, he let the F-bomb slip out.
It'd be funny. There's 2 versions of this podcast. One is it has 1,000 curse words. The other one does not. This one's for kids and family only. No.
And then the other one is for people who like to cuss.
Yeah, you should do that. So after we get off here, just see if we can get some people for our 4th.
It probably won't be approved till tomorrow, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, just try to figure out when to do this 4th of July podcast.
Hey, whoever wants to vent, we're doing a 4th of July podcast. Let me know if you're available.
We are.
Let me know if you want to come on and vent.
Is it the Revolution?
And by Dawn's Early Light, too.
By Dawn's Early Light.
The American Revolutionary.
The Day Independence Came. That's a good one. Poor fellow.
Mr. Whitaker?
Oh, wow. There's some really good patriotic episodes.
Oh, wow. Are you well? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Are you well? Why do you keep looking over there?
My house is haunted. It's a poltergeist.
Oh, is that in your house?
My apartment. My apartment.
You should move your camera.
I would, but it's kind of dirty, as you can see. So sorry, people. My counter is dirty.
Well, I want to see the poltergeist.
He's invisible.
I want to see him move stuff. Well, see, we're talking about it now. He's not going to do it.
Oh, just one of my just Odyssey buddies. It's my son. My son lives with me.
Oh.
As you can
Hey,
see,
you revealed it.
I think the actually the last time too, when we did the interview with Chris, he used to have a cat here. He was Orange Tabby, and sadly, I don't have him anymore. Had to get rid of him. I didn't want to. We just didn't have a choice.
Dang.
So yeah, sad. Almost got him back though. Almost got him back. Just didn't work out.
Feels bad, man.
Because otherwise, he'd probably be right here, right in front of me. Because that's where he'd like to be, or he'd be, with him. So.
Does your son like to be on camera?
Not really. No. No, he doesn't even like his picture being taken. I don't either. But if I do, I have AI fix it. So if I'm smiling like this, yeah, or if I, I don't smile well when people are actually taking my pictures. So then I just have AI redo it, and it looks.
This
normal.
is my smile.
So it looks normal. So, or if I don't like the way my hair is, I'll have AI style it.
AI is good for some things.
So, like my profile pic on Facebook, I do have long hair. My hair is kind of tucked back right now, but it goes down to here, and I had AI style it for me. Looks really good.
I need to get in contact with Bob Smithhauser again. Did you watch that interview that we did?
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite one that we did before you joined?
I know I hate saying this. I mean, because I don't know if I could join. Like, if you were to interview him again, I don't know if I could be a part of it because I would go off. Is Phil Lawler?
Oh yeah, with the other guy.
So I saw that interview with you, and you weren't the only one. You had a few people with you, didn't you?
Yeah, me, Bree, and Paul.
Okay, so I saw that one. I think that was the first one. That was the very first one I saw.
Probably not your best choice.
Well, it was there. So it was interesting.
At least we know he's the chicken.
So.
Did you ever watch our first interview with Jimmy Barkley?
No, but I watched the most recent one you did.
Oh, with him?
Mm-hmm.
When we had internet problems?
Yes. I wish I were a part of that one. I don't know why. I forgot. I got busy or something like that. Because I wanted to be on that one.
That was pretty cool that he met Rodney Rathbone in a prison. And we're going to be able to interview Rodney Rathbone soon.
Really?
Yeah, Steve Burns.
I can't stand Mitch. Cannot stand
I
Mitch.
told him I wanted him to do the Rodney Rathbone voice during the interview.
You know who would have been really cool to interview is what's his face?
And he said he's going to do it.
Who voiced Tom Riley? That he would have been awesome.
Edwin. I don't remember his real name.
Crap. Voice actor for Tom Riley, Adventures in Odyssey.
Walker Edmiston voiced
Walker
Tom
Edmiston.
Riley in Adventures in
Walker
What?
and Miss Dawn.
That was another thing on the WE podcast I wanted to talk about because they never got to it, but they were gonna discuss the character of Tom Riley and just the misuse of his character, which
Well, stuff me with feathers and call me a pillow.
that's Bernard.
Oh. I love his quotes.
Yeah. Yeah. I had an issue with anyway. No, I'm going to stop there because I have a lot of issues with Odyssey, but
That would be a podcast for the uncensored version.
this podcast, you have a disclaimer before the podcast starts. This podcast is for mature audiences only. And as soon
You
as
have been warned.
and as soon as the you see that the podcast starts, the first thing here is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that'd be your line. And then Stephanie and me will be like, what? He curses?
So does Stephanie.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So does Bree. So does Natasha. I mean, nothing. Just kind of like we do. Nothing vulgar, explicit, or like all that. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Stephanie has a mouth on her.
Wow, I picked the wrong people for this podcast. But no, it's funny how God brought us all together to do this podcast.
Yeah. Well, we need to try to get all together again. So
I think what would be really cool is if we all went to Focus on the Family as a podcast group.
yes, it'd be cool too if.
And did a podcast on the road.
And now there's a lot of like here in Salt Lake, there's you can rent out a studio. I don't know how much it is. Like they charge by the hour, but it's very professional. They have all the mics, all the cameras set up. So you just go in there and you just record, you talk, and then of course they edit in post. But that'd be a very like if they have something like that in Denver, Colorado Springs. That'd be really cool because then it could be very professional and I don't know. I mean, it would cost some money, yes, but that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, we could probably come up with something like that.
Or just to meet up in Colorado Springs, be kind of cool.
And if we could do an audio episode there.
Or I might try to go this year. No, they already had it this year. They usually have it in the fall, SonicCon. They already had it. Did they already have it? No, last year it was in the summer. When is SonicCon this year? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because Rose Beasley, she's the one that's always promoting it. It's in Lynchburg, Virginia. They had it in the summer last year. Usually it's in the fall. I was going to say I want to try to get out there. Because I know there's a bunch of Odyssey people that go out there for that as well. It's not just Odyssey either. It's other radio dramas, productions as well.
I heard that Odyssey is coming to Montana, like an Odyssey Con.
Cool.
So if you can make your way out here and when that happens, I think that'd be pretty cool to meet up because we live closer though.
Kind of. Montana's still kind of. I don't know what's above me.
Thinking maybe this summer you can come and visit.
You're still quite a ways. There's Idaho, Wyoming, then there's Montana. You're actually to the northeast of me.
How long would it take you to get here?
I don't know. I don't know where you live in Montana.
I live in Helena. The Helena area. I live near the Capitol.
What's the capital?
Like the Capitol building?
No, I mean, what is the capital of Montana?
Helena.
Oh, trying to look for the capital. I don't see it.
Just type in Helena, Montana.
Yeah, I'm on the map though. Shouldn't it?
Maybe while you're here we could do a podcast. Get Bree and Stephanie jealous.
All right, so you're 7 hours. 7
That's
hours.
not bad.
It's a long drive. Oh, let's see how far I'm away from Colorado Springs. Colorado's right next to me, but I think it's still a ways.
It's probably farther than me. But yeah, I was thinking maybe this summer you could come down and we could do a podcast in real life.
All right, Colorado Springs is 9 hours from here. That's interesting.
So I'm closer then.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you came down sometime and just did a podcast.
Yeah, if I'm going anywhere, I'm not driving. I'm flying.
You would fly to Montana?
I'm not driving. It's like on my bucket list, I want to go to Bend, Oregon.
Ooh, I've been there.
For one reason. It's because it's got the one and only surviving Blockbuster video, and I want to go see it. So it still operates the same. You can rent videos, you can buy them, but there's a lot of merchandise in there as well, like T-shirts, apparel, and you can get a legit Blockbuster. You know what? If you go to Blockbuster card, you can get a Blockbuster card there too. If you go to blockbuster.com, they got a lot of cool stuff on there. You can get a legit cardigan. I miss Blockbuster.
I've only been in Blockbuster once or twice in my whole life.
Used to go all the time, man. That was the thing. Every weekend. It's so weird though because like when you look at today with streaming and everything, you really don't have to wait much for things to come out. But like back then, oh man, they would advertise it like what's coming next week, and it was so awesome to go to the video store and.
Speaking of streaming, were you ever a fan of Bible Man?
Not really. I knew
They're making a live action version of Bible Man.
Cool. I mean, look, I've seen Bible Man in the Christian bookstores, and cool for kids, but really cheesy.
Yeah, they're making a live action one that's more bloody, more gory. Actually killing in it.
I'm still waiting for somebody to get the balls to make a legit, realistic story version of Samson instead of. There's been many adaptations of Samson and Delilah, but they hold back on the blood and the gore and the brutality. Whereas you read the book of Samson, there is no holding back there. It's very bloody, especially when he kills 10,000 men. Is it 10,000 with a donkey bone, with a donkey's jaw?
Get Dallas Jenkins.
I want to see that shit. Like,
Get Dallas Jenkins to do it.
I want to see that in all its glory.
I bet
Look,
you Dallas Jenkins
Because
will
if
do
you,
it.
if you think about it, there's many battles in the Bible that, I mean, they're bloody. Like, I'm talking Game of Thrones style bloody. I mean, that's just Battle of Gideon. The Book of Judges is full of bloody battles.
How about Joshua?
Yeah, I actually I
First
got a
Samuel.
yes. So like even yes, in First and Second Kings when David is young and all that, battles before the whole David Goliath thing. There's
Esther.
bloody, 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 bloody.
Well, maybe not Esther.
But when you get
The Christmas story.
that'd be interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Moses
Which
killing all the firstborn sons.
Yeah, those are babies though, man. That's I couldn't watch that.
No.
But I'm talking like, whenever you see these Bible stories made, there's
Sodom and Gomorrah.
there's battles in there, but they always shy away because it's like, oh, we're telling a Christian story or a Bible story, so we can't show all the blood. And I'm like, dude, the
Probably
Bible.
because kids are watching it.
Yeah, but I'm like, I mean, okay, there's a kids version, yes, but I'm like, the Bible is, if you think about it, the Bible is very much R-rated, X-rated, lots of gore.
Or Job, when Satan tested Job.
That'd be a trip. That'd be interesting.
Because Job lost his job.
He lost everything. Like, he was really put to the test. Like, I don't know if I ever survived that. That's just he lost, but God gave him back a shit ton of blessings as well. That in the book of Job, that's where we see our first dinosaur. Even though dinosaurs are very much in the Bible. Did you know that?
I read my Bible.
They're just called different. They're just called dragons.
And you know what? The Bible actually has a cuss word in it.
What?
ASS.
Oh yeah. It's all in the context of how to use it, though.
Well, they're talking about the donkeys part of the,
Yeah, I know.
But still, God doesn't want us to cuss, but he wrote a cuss word in the Bible. Well, wait, did God write any part of the Bible?
Yeah, he wrote all of it. First Timothy, or is it Second Timothy something? I should know this. Look, every word is inspired by God, so technically, yes, God is the Word. The Word is living. The Word.
Because I know the well, they're not characters; they're real people.
So, yes, technically, I mean, yeah.
Hey, I want to do an Odyssey podcast in heaven.
Dude, I think we're gonna have tons of fun up in heaven interviewing people, doing our own audio dramas, being a part of Odyssey. I think heaven's gonna be like so vastly different. And
We can interview Bible characters.
Jonah. So, minute by minute, what were you thinking when you saw that giant fish? Were you really about to shit your pants? Because I would have. And why did you not believe God or do what God said? Were you scared? Because I would have been. I understand completely.
That would be so cool, though, to actually interview on camera.
I bet you that's probably going to happen, if not happening already. I don't know what's happening out there. Yeah, and if talking, there's so many people, or, we're going to meet Adam and Eve. Eve.
Why do you
bite of that fruit? Why?
I was hungry. I hope my mansion is next to yours.
What?
I hope my mansion is next to your mansion.
My mansion, I know. Here, you know what's crazy? I don't want a mansion. I just want a one-story little tiny house right on the beach. That's it.
But you know we're going to come back here, right? After God.
Yes, for the millennial kingdom.
This is going to be the new heaven and the new earth forever.
To a degree, yes. So there is. I know when Jesus comes back down here for the second coming, right? The New Jerusalem will come down, or he'll rebuild it. But we're going to be reigning. He's going to be reigning here for 1,000 years.
While we're up in heaven alone?
No, we're coming back with him to reign on this earth, literally, and then after that, there's a reason for that. But then after that, then he's once again he's going to do his work, and he's going to create new heavens, new earth. And I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to literally be in paradise, like heaven, forever and ever and ever. So like, as far as this earth is concerned, we're never going to be here again after all that's taken care of.
I wonder if we'll remember things on earth.
I hope we remember the good things. I don't want to remember any of the bad things. I just don't.
I want to remember this podcast.
Well, I think we will, because look, I guarantee you, we're going to be doing this in heaven at some point, or I guarantee you, we're going to be doing this when we're here again for the millennial kingdom. I guarantee it. We're going to be here, and we're going to have time to do it, and it's going to be awesome. You know,
Because I would love to interview Jesus.
I mean, Jesus himself is probably going to be on this podcast, and we're just ladies and gentlemen, we're about to interview God. God, what's it like being God?
What's it like being the powerful man alive? If I'm still here when he comes back, I will be pissed off.
Well, I hope we're raptured.
That's what I'm hoping. Like,
So, I mean, the rapture is, I believe in a pre-tribulation rapture. So before he comes, that's when he calls the church. So if that happens, then we're going up.
if it happens right after this podcast, then I'll beat you there first.
Yeah, I if it happens, what if it happens during this podcast and we just disappear? How creepy would that be? This thing would be still recording, but I wouldn't complain if we're raptured today.
And people see it.
But that's going to happen. I guarantee, because of all the technology, there's so many streams per day. When that moment happens, there's going to be people like us, and they're just going to disappear. The crazy thing is, what's crazy and creepy is there's also going to be someone like you and me. Like, let's say one of us is a non-believer. The believer is going to disappear, but the non-believer is still going to be there. How crazy is that going to be?
And we're both believers.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's going to be non-believers as well. That'd be creepy.
They're going to be like, where did they go?
I know. And then, I know that. Mm-hmm. So
that'd be weird. Like, we were podcasting one day, and the trumpet sound, and people are watching it. The live stream. Boop.
Watch it happen as soon as we go live for the 4th of July podcast. We're like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th of July. Never mind, we're going home. See you guys later.
And they'll be like, where did they go?
We're going.
You just see their clothes all splattered on the floor. Where did they go? I bet my group home will be freaking out where I went.
Last thing I'll say here, I got to go here, but I've thought about that moment. Like, sometimes I go to Costco to eat lunch.
Yeah.
And I live in, like I said, Utah. Utah is heavily Mormon or LDS. And Mormons are not Christians. I say that respectfully. If there's a Mormon watching, I'm sorry. We're very different. But
we love you.
Yeah. But it's creepy sometimes when I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and especially on the weekends, and I'm eating my pizza or hot dog, and there's these huge families, that love their children, and I'm like, what happens if the rapture were to happen at this moment and every single kid disappears and all the adults, because they're Mormon, not maybe not everybody, because look, God knows the hearts, but the chaos. Can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine that. That kind of horrifies me to, like, if I were a father, well, and I had a little kid, and all of a sudden, I turn my back for a second, or I'm up there ordering food, and my kid's in the basket. And then at one moment, my kid's gone. Then every kid's gone, and people are wondering what's happening. And I'm like, the panic the mothers and fathers would have, especially the mothers, is going to be insane when that moment happens.
You
And
think
not,
we'll be able to see it up in heaven?
I honestly don't know. I'm going to say we might have the option to watch what's going on Earth, but then again, heaven is outside of time, so it's like we might just be up there like for a day or two, and then all of a sudden we find ourselves, hey, we're going back down. Whereas like that's 7 years have passed on Earth, the tribulation, but in heaven it's only been like a day or two.
Yeah, because there's no day or night in heaven.
Yeah, and also time is different. There's no time. Like, how does time work? God is outside of time.
How are you going to eat?
Dude, okay, that's another thing. You know how good the food's going to be?
The disciples, I bet you, are going to prepare the food.
You know how good the food's going to be when we're up there, and even just the food, we're going to have so much good food.
We're all going to get fat.
Well, the thing is, I think think about this. Every thing you're going to eat is going to be pretty good for your body, right? Especially our new bodies. And nothing's going to go to waste.
We're not going to be full.
Well, I think we might get
Imagine
full.
how that would be.
Huh?
Imagine how that would be to not get full for once.
Well, I think we will to a degree, but it's not like we're going to be like everything we eat is going to be good for our body. That's insane. Here's a donut.
I might actually like vegetables up in heaven.
Or from what I've like manna, the way manna is described in the Bible, is supposed to be like this kind of sweet cake-like substance. I'm like, I want to try some of that. And apparently, well, according to the Left Behind drama series, which if you haven't listened to, by the way, is awesome. There's near the end of the drama, God feeds them manna, and they describe it as kind of a cake-like substance, but it's good for you. And you take one bite or two, and you're like full already. Like it gives you this feeling of full, but you're filled with energy, no crash. So it's like a healthy energy. So you don't eat much. It's weird, but I'm like, well, God could do that. So I think it's gonna be interesting.
Where do you think heaven is? Like, I know people who are trying to explore where heaven is.
It's in another realm.
Like past space, or
I'd say so. It's just
maybe it's space.
I don't even think it's in space. I think it's another realm that we just can't cross or ever, at least on our side, we can never reach. Kind of like
Or find.
kind of like Narnia, like we can't, unless you find a magical wardrobe, there's no way to get there, but in that story by magic, because it's in a whole different world, and that world we have no idea where that world is. So I think heaven's like that, just in a different realm.
I've actually dreamed that I went to heaven before.
I've had rapture dreams before, where all of a sudden I'm like floating up, and it's kind of weird experience. And then I wake up, I'm like,
I wish I never would have woken up.
Flight, you're to Star Command. Come in, Star Command.
Is that God?
Star Command, come in. Can you read?
You ever have flying dreams?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I had a ton of them when I was a kid, but then recently as an adult, probably because like I have Superman on the mind a lot, and I think about flying. I have them more often now, and it's interesting because when I and they're random, but when I find myself in a dream that I'm flying, I can semi control it. I
Is
still
it
have,
just your mind?
no, it's my full body. I'm flying. It just once it's weird. It's once I realize I'm flying and I try to control it, like either going up or something like that. I have trouble doing it. I can still fly, but it doesn't last long. But it's interesting, and because that's one of the things I hope I can do in the next, in heaven and all that is fly. I would love to fly. And I think we will be able to with our new bodies.
Hey, guy, can you please come back now? Hey, ask what done. No, wait. I may not want that.
What?
Not yet. I don't want him to come back yet.
I wish he would come back now for so many reasons. I wish he wouldn't wait, but I know he's a sovereign God and he's got his own time picked out. But I wish he would come back
I mean,
now.
at least Satan will be no more when we come back.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Satan will be banished forever.
You know what's crazy is we're going to see we're going to see angels. We're going to see. I think we're going to see things we can't even fathom, that we don't even know it exists. I'm real excited to see. I believe dinosaurs are up there. That'd be cool. I want to ride a Triceratops.
At least we'll be able to see Will Ryan.
Yeah. Well, just think about that. All the people in the past, like historic people, Bible, non-biblical people, like, can you imagine like talking to like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and people like that of history, or someone who fought in the Civil War, and
My dad's up in heaven right now.
cool, stuff like that.
My sister is.
Or seeing like celebrities that have passed. I think I heard someone say, like, I think we're going to be surprised who we see that's up there, and we're going to also be surprised who we don't see up there.
I bet we won't see any of the Duggar family.
The who?
The Duggar family, 19 Kids Accounting.
I'm not familiar with them.
Josh Duggar, Anna Duggar.
What they do?
He molested 3 of his sisters when he was younger.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, the crazy thing is, though, here's the thing. I guarantee you, we're going to see past murderers up there, adulterers. Well, all of us are sinners at one point. But as long as if you repent and, all that, and you're up there, that means you've been forgiven. So that's like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see who's up there and who's not.
Even if we go to church and stuff, we still cuss and everything. We're still going to be up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're covered in his blood, yes, and all that stuff.
I wonder if we could curse in heaven.
You know what? I don't think so. It's going to be weird. I bet you anything. There's going to be certain words that take the place of certain words, because we're also going to have not only new bodies, we're going to have new brains. So I don't think so. But I think there'll be, because I'm like, I wonder how that's going to work. I just don't know. I think there's going to be certain words that are going to take the place of, like, what we say today on Earth, and they're going to be hilarious.
We should actually do a podcast about the new heaven and the new earth.
Yeah, that can be pretty deep.
Yeah, we could get some pretty good combos out of that. Like, will there be a toilet?
Well, like I said, we're gonna have new bodies and everything is gonna be good. So I think, like, even when we eat, like, there's gonna be no waste. So, like, what is that? What does our new bodies look like? I think, because see, we get rid of waste now, and up in heaven, I don't think there's no need for it because we're perfect.
And we'll recognize each other in heaven too.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna be using the toilet ever again. Ever again. I could be wrong on that.
I wonder if it rains in heaven.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see weather. I don't know what the weather is going. I think we're going to be so blown away.
That we won't even care.
like the animals that we'll see, the creatures that we'll see, the angels that we'll see, the people that we're going to interact with, um, from every nation on earth. That's the crazy thing. Oh, the other thing too is like I've been asked, so what language are we going to speak up there? And I think we're still going to be speaking like English.
Oh, someone wants to join.
Okay, but like if someone speaks like say Farsi or Hebrew, they're going to still speak in that language, but we're going to understand them. But yet we're still going to be speaking in English, and they're going to understand us in their language. I think that's how it's going to work. So we're going to be fluent in every language, no matter what language we speak.
So he says something funny.
What, the chat?
Yeah, he said no more. So no more pain, no more straining to poo.
Yeah, no more straining.
No more poo. Captain Skeleton Man said, "Do you have a link?" And then he said, "No more pain, so no more straining to poo." LOL. Yeah, you won't be pooping up in heaven, bro. Yeah, I wonder what language we will be speaking. Probably English.
Yeah, I think we're going to be speaking the same language, but we're going to understand everybody no matter what language.
That would be interesting.
Just like if I'm speaking to you and let's say you only speak in Hebrew, but you're going to understand me even though I'm speaking in English and vice versa. So it's going to be like, you know how AI is, you can do that now. Like it doesn't matter what language you speak now, it automatically translates. Well, it's going to be like that, except we don't need AI. We'll just understand no matter what.
And we can interview Ruth. What made you want to become queen?
Yeah, Ruth. There's a lot of people, man.
All I know is I hope God has a camera for us.
I bet you there's technology up there we can't even imagine. I bet you anything.
And then when we come down here, it'll be a whole different place.
Yeah.
None of this will exist.
Well, during the tribulation, if you study, Revelation and prophecy, I mean, the earth is going to be pretty battered, due to God's judgments that are coming. Earth is going to be in a bad spot. So I think part of it is like when we come back, we're going to be helped with the cleanup as well. There's going to be a river of milk, a river of flowing milk. I can't even imagine that.
And honey.
Got to get my cereal ready.
And it's funny how we can't take earthly things with us.
Huh?
We can't take earthly things with us.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to sneak like my phone or something into heaven.
Dude, I think we're like, if we're called home, everything's left behind. I think it's just us.
So if we disappear, Skeleton Man, you know why.
That and I won't be fat anymore. I'll be sexy.
The babies will want you.
I'll be toned up with pecs instead of man boobs.
Will we have wings?
I don't think so. Because we're human. We're not angelic beings or beings with wings, I guess. But I think we'll still be able to fly. I still think
I know in the movie
we'll still be able to fly, kind of like like Superman. We'll have that ability to fly.
Get away from the bad guys. Get away from the Triceratops that are chasing you.
We'll be able to run like really fast, I guess.
I want to beat you. I want to race you up in heaven.
Yeah, I still think I may. I still think we might get out of breath too. Maybe, just might take us because I'm when I was in shape. This has always been me. I'm not a endurance runner. I'm just not, but I am a sprinter. So whenever it came to like
the short, 25, 50, 100-yard dashes. I used to do in high school. I was real good at it. But when it came to like running the mile, my God, I hated that. I just not endurance runner at all. I think I'll still be a sprinter up in heaven.
So Captain Skeleton said, "Behold, I make all things new, for the old pass through away."
Mm-hmm.
That's a Bible verse, isn't it?
Yes. If you watch The Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel's Jesus, as he's carrying the cross to Calvary, he says that he looks, behold, I make all things new. When he falls down and Mary comes to, comfort him. It's from Revelation, I think.
You know what would be cool? Lazarus, to interview Lazarus.
Yep.
And John the Baptist.
Yep.
Who would you want to interview? Like the most?
I don't know.
Probably God.
No. I don't know.
He's sorry, God.
Actually, you know what? This would never happen, but it'd be like, so, Lucifer, why did you rebel? The interview is being streamed live from hell.
Because I wanted more power. Wow, that was creepy.
That would be, you know what? That would be a
Hell of a live stream, get it?
that would be one hell of an interview right there, because you would never know if he's telling the truth or not. But,
Yes, Mary, his mother.
Mary,
Skeleton Man was asking Mary, his mother.
yeah, it'd be cool. We're gonna meet her. I think we're gonna meet every figure that we know of in the Bible. But there's so many figures in there.
We're not meeting Judas Iscariot, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's always debate about that.
But that wasn't really his fault, though. That was God's fault, though.
No, Judas made that choice.
But God did say you are going to deny me 3 times.
That was Peter.
That was Peter.
Yeah. But
Who has the 1 ear then?
Hmm?
Who got his ear cut off and then?
Oh, that was if you see in The Chosen, I finished The Chosen season 5 again. Who you see him? Crap, I forget who it is. Anyway, he's with the Roman. No,
Pontius Pilate?
He's part of the. He's a slave, but he's part of. I can't remember if he's part of the Jewish Sadducees or part of the Roman. I can't remember, but he gets his ear cut off and then put back on.
Skeleton Man says it's the servant.
Yeah, servant, slave servant. So yes, but when it comes to Judas, look, Judas made his choice. God knew it was going to happen, just the same way he's going to allow, just like he allowed Judas to do what he did, because Judas had to do it. He's going to allow the Antichrist to do his thing. You know what I'm saying?
So who is the Antichrist? Have we figured that out yet?
I don't think we'll know. I don't think we'll know until later on. We'll know, but just not right now. At least not us as a Christian. I think we're going to be raptured first before we know. But I believe he's alive today, as far as him being ready.
Oh, Peter cut off the servant's high priest ear.
Yeah.
That's what Skeleton Man said. Well, Skeleton Man, you'd be right up there with us then. You'd be our only viewer that goes with us. if you're a Christian. I'm pretty sure you are. I wonder if there's going to be any soda.
If there is, it's going to be healthy for us.
Healthy soda.
You know, look at, you know what they're doing now? You see the prebiotic soda? I'm like, what's up with that? It's still bad for you. Like Pepsi now has prebiotic Pepsi. I'm looking at the ingredients. I'm like, it's the same thing. The only difference is they added some fiber in there. Still got all the bad stuff for you. I'm proof of that.
So if Satan made the devil, you know, did Satan make alcohol? Like beer?
I don't think so. We did. We learned how to make it. I don't know.
I wonder who made people to kill them.
What do you mean?
Like murderers. I wonder who made them.
Nobody. It's just a choice. Once sin entered the garden, it corrupted the entire world, and we, Adam and Eve, they were no longer perfect. They became a curse under sin themselves. So that's why Cain and Abel, first murder. He was born into sin. We all are. So, I mean, that's the whole point of Christ coming back. I mean, Christ becoming man to die on the cross to redeem us, basically.
It's going to be hard to see the scars on his back, though.
I don't think it'll be there. Not the scars. I don't think the scars will be there, but I know, I think some think the holes in his hands and feet will still be there. I don't think his back scars are going to be there.
Yeah, we have a link to join. We're on Riverside. Skeleton Man.
So I'm going to get off here. Actually, I got to get to bed because I got to get up early tomorrow.
Well, if you don't have work early in the morning, then you know why.
Oh yeah, I just got that.
If Jesus comes back before then, well, I'll see you in heaven.
That'd be nice.
So we seriously need to do like a heaven and earth podcast.
All right, so just see if we can get that 4th of July podcast going. See if we can get as many people as we can. That'd be cool.
And Skeleton Man, it's on Facebook if you have one. Odyssey fan club page. This was supposed to be about Odyssey, but it turned into other stuff.
Well, it was, but
How did we get on that topic?
I don't know.
But I'm going to have to go back and watch this to see how we got on that topic.
All right. I'm going to sign off.
Don't forget to finish uploading your thingy.
Huh?
Don't forget to finish uploading your thingy after you get off.
Okay.
Because it's a live.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Peace.
See ya. Peace.